Hey, I'm Will. Thanks for joining me. Today, what I want to talk to you guys about is your right hand. Where do we put it? Your right hand stability. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 different stability points on 3 different styles of guitars. So we're going to talk about a Gibson, a Fender, and an acoustic, and that should give you the rundown for pretty much all guitars. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be the guitar doctor today. I'm going to show them from your point of view. So let's spin this around and check it out. All right, so we're talking about where we put our right hand. Okay, so a lot of people have the tendency of floating. Okay, so no stability. Okay, and I'm telling you, it's so easy to hit a wrong string when you're doing that method and just being sloppy because you have no stability. You're just floating. Okay. And now a lot of people have the tendency of putting their fingers down or maybe one finger, and a lot of people don't even know that they do this. Okay, so maybe just play a couple of like a single note line. I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4 with one of my 1, 2, 3, 4s with my fingers, and just freeze and have a look at your right hand. See what you're doing. Are you doing anything? Are you just floating? Do you got fingers down, multiple fingers? Are you resting over here on the bridge? Like, what are you doing? Okay. So what I'm going to suggest is using this part of your hand. Okay. Either the hand pillow or like right in here. By the way, this is a hand pillow, and you're going to get down on the bridge here. So on a Gibson style bridge, we got our bridge and we got our tailpiece. Okay. So what I use is my I use my hand here to sit on that bridge. I'm going to show that to you nice and close up. So I use that little crease of my hand and I got it in on the bridge resting right there. So what that does is it just relieves any kind of tension from your shoulder, and you just got nice solid stability. So when you're playing a single note line, again like that 1, 2, 3, 4 thing, it's just really solid and no problems. Okay, so now let's talk about a different style bridge. So let's grab my Fender here. So the Mustang Bridge is a little bit different, but this is pretty similar to a Telecaster or a Strat or something similar to that. So there's a couple of different ways you can do it here. Again, you can do the exact same thing like on a Gibson style bridge, using this section of your hand, getting on this bridge section. Okay, that works great. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4s. And I got that hand resting down, nice and solid. Okay. Another thing you can do is also, and I'm going to talk about this on the acoustic guitar here in a second, is using this hand pillow to just rest right on the pick guard or like the just the guitar's wood. And that's going to create nice solid stability. No more wrong notes, no more problems. So let's talk about last but certainly not least, the acoustic guitar. So now you probably remember from one of my other videos that I've been talking about strumming on this end of the sound hole. And if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. That's my strumming video. So again, with picking, we want to get the same thing. We want to get nice warm notes. We want to be able to pick around here. And so here comes the hand pillow again. Get this guy down right around here, right around like the back end of the sound hole, and that's going to line up your hand nice and close to the neck and the front end of the sound hole. So then when we go through that again, my jacket was just kind of muting the notes there. But yeah, so then we get that nice stability. We're in the front of the sound hole, we get nice warm notes. So we're using this section of our hand to get firmly in place on that bridge to gain a stability. When we're getting to the high strings, instead of contorting our wrist and making it hurt, we're going to do something that freaks a lot of people out when I first show them. And what that is moving your hands along the strings. Okay? And now a lot of people say, well, isn't that gonna stop the strings from ringing? Yes and no. So think of it this way. If we're up here, say just grabbing could be anywhere on these 3 strings, the top 3 strings. Let's say I grab the 5th fret of the E string. So if we go up there and we got our hands on the strings, all our hand is doing is stopping all the other strings from ringing. You follow me? So this one's going to sound nice and clear because our hand's not touching it, okay? And also we're still gaining that really nice solid stability, and we need it in order to play nice clean notes. Say if we just grab a really simple straightforward scale. This isn't actually really a scale, it's just an exercise. So all I'm doing is just using my 1, 2, 3, 4s going up, and you can play this anywhere. Now, if we use that, check out my hand. I'm just going to go up. So first, starting right here on the bridge. This is a Gibson style bridge. So every guitar is a little bit different, which I covered in the first video again. So now when I continue up the strings, check out my hands. So I'm on the D string, G string. So now I'm off that position now, right? And now I'm just sliding my hand, resting on this section of my hand along the strings. And when I get up there we go. What I'm going to show you is the ring test. Okay? This is what I call the ring test. So what the ring test is I want to show you doing that exact same thing. Just the 1, 2, 3, 4s. With no stability whatsoever. Okay? And what I want you to do is really pay attention to when I'm not playing. What you're going to hear is you're going to hear the strings ringing on their own. Okay, so no stability. Let's see if I can hit all the right notes because it's a little hard without any stability. Here we go. Okay, did you get that? So you can hear the strings ringing when there's no stability. Now check this out. I'm going to use that technique that I just showed you just a minute ago. Boom, get this hand down. What do you think? Do you notice the difference? So hopefully that came through in the video. But my point here is that not only do we gain stability with our right hand following the strings, but we also make the strings stop ringing, and in turn it makes our guitar playing sound cleaner, smoother, better, and again, all the stability. The reason that we're doing this right hand stability is so that we can play everything faster and smoother, just getting onto the next string, keep on ripping it up.